Hi everyone, it's your friend Dieudonné Wakumwaka dans la Wakumoissance. Alright, I'm inviting you to watch this video with me. This is actually an amazing video for you to start the year with. You don't want to start February without watching this. We're sharing some amazing principles at Yoku Academy, and I want you to watch every portion of this video. If you don't have enough time, please pause, and continue where you left so that you can at least finish everything. You don't really want to reach February without watching this. We're sharing some amazing principles to plan your year, and it can help you actually, track your year and know how you are moving during the year. Okay, let's watch together. This is Dieudonné Wakumwaka dans la Wakumoissance. All right, let's
go. Every time he tells me that I'm about to do this, and I'm sure that either he has already started to do it or he will do it, because we know so many people, they will tell you that I'm planning to do this, that, and all of that. But at the end of the day, you see nothing, right? But he's the kind of person, when he says something, he's going to do it, So for that one, so I believe that he's the right person just to tell us how to plan our year. We spent the whole year. I don't want to make any comment on that. So we all know him. He's a civil engineer. He's an entrepreneur. And we have seen some results, good result in his life. So I believe that we need to listen to him, to know, to listen and hear what he has to tell us about how to plan our year 2024. So that's what I can say. He's married man. His wife is here, Audio Wakumwaka. And then very soon he will be a father, so that's great for him. So
Amen.
I would like just to welcome Jonathan Wakumwaka, but he prefers to be called Dieudonné Wakumwaka dans la Wakumoissance.
Oh yes, oh yes. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Oh wow. Very shy because I know that many people will be great this year. When you're in front of great people, you always feel shy somehow. So that's why I'm feeling shy. Is it fun here?
Yeah. So you can use two mics.
Yeah. Two of them. There's no problem.
Yeah.
Yes. Thanks. Yeah. All right. Welcome to this great session, and I believe that won't be boring for you. This will really be amazing. So, it will be not a one person talking, but just going to be a conversation, because you get to understand better when you also speak your mind, So don't feel shy to ask any question. We know, according to our program, we're going to have a Q&A session at the end of what we have now. However, if you feel like you have a question, feel free to write. If you have a pen, I believe some people have got pens. And if you don't have a pen, I can borrow you a pen. It's called Coming Back in 2024. Once I give that to you. All right. Okay. I think Brother Audrey has already introduced me. Yes, I'm Dieudonné Wakumwaka. That's how I prefer to be called. Dieudonné Kasongo Wakumwaka. That's my full name. And I'm a civil engineer, just like you said. And also specialized in urban engineering. So if you don't see the difference, in urban engineering, we develop cities. You can take me to your village, I will make it to look like Dubai. So that's basically what we do. And beside that, I'm a Christian. That's my faith that I'm not shy to talk about. And besides being Christian, I'm also an entrepreneur. So if you know me by now, you will know that I always have business in my mind, always. There's no second that you will see me talking about anything else other than business. So because I believe that business is what will make me to be what I want to be, not a job, even though it's not a topic for the day. And beside that, I'm a married man with my wife with 6 packs, as you can see. So yes, I'm really a married man, like you just said it. So yes, I'm really, that's all about me. I grew up somewhere very far, but I've been in Cape Town for 11 years. That's why whatever I'm talking about, if you're from Cape Town, you'll relate to this. If you're from Africa, you will get to understand what I will say. If you're from some other places, the US or whichever place, Europe or any other continent. So these principles that I will share with you here, they will still help you to, manage your year properly. So again, our topic is strategies to accomplish the 2024 resolutions. And I believe many people have got resolution. I don't know if everyone here has already made the resolution for the year, unless you're waiting for February, but time is moving already. Did everyone bring the resolution today that they've made? You're not going to share them with me, but I want you to be sincere with yourself. Do you have any resolutions that you've made? So if my English is not clear, at least I put subtitles so that you can at least get to read. Because I know sometimes I will put in some Swahili and some French, so at least it's my interpreter. He's gonna put in English for you. Anyway, yeah. So resolutions are things that are very important to make at the beginning of every year. It doesn't matter how many times you failed them. It doesn't matter how many times you've tried and you don't see them coming to pass. But you cannot start the year without having any resolution. On New Year Eve, my best friends, my wife asked me a question and say, what are our New Year resolutions? And that time I was busy at the kitchen doing something that I was burning, of course. So I told her that this is a very important topic that I can't talk about while I'm at the kitchen. Why? Because whenever you're making your resolution, you need to make sure that your mind is focused. Otherwise, you'll promise yourself stuff that you can't accomplish. And at the end of the day, when you get there in December, you want to hang up yourself, which is not the thing that we want to see happening in your life. That's why whenever you're making your resolutions, the first thing to do is to be focused. And make sure that your mind is in it while you are making them. Because if you just make a resolution for the sake of making them, trust me, you will definitely, won't be happy with yourself. I can give an example of a small baby who is 2 years old and who makes a resolution of saying that I want to be a pilot by the end of the year. Is that possible? For a baby who is 2 years old. But trust me, even if it's a miracle, you see, it can be a pilot for the toys and stuff, but not for a real, plane. But now many of us are like those babies that are 2 years. You're making a resolution because you are not focused enough. You make something that is not even efficient for that specific time and for where you are, right? The good news is that every person in here, there's no one who is 2 years old. So if you are beyond 10, you're already good enough. The only challenge is that you can't get a license because you're below 18. However, you can still fly airplane without a license, but don't do that at home. Anyway, so that is something that I wanted to give on there before I go into what we're going to do here today. And trust me, every person will be interacting with me today because my desire is to see everyone having the resolutions being accomplished this year, 2024. Yes? Are we together? I almost said hallelujah there. Sorry for that. Anyway. Yeah, so resolutions are not made for certain people. Are we together? Every person, even a fool, a mad person on the street can make a resolution for a year. Maybe the resolution can be, I want to stop being mad this year. Yeah, are we together? So that is still something that's good for them to see, at least that they see something happening at the end of the year. So the importance of making resolutions that at the end of the year you need to see a change. And here I'm talking about positive change. I've never seen a person who will make a negative resolution in their life. Like saying that, this year, my resolution, I want to be broke. Have you seen a person like that? No, it cannot happen unless you have a mind problem. But every person wants to increase and improve in a positive way. Yes. So that's the reason why I am here, you are here, and Uku Academy is here to make sure that we get these topics that will help us to see where we are going. And when you make a resolution, it's like you've got lights that is taking you somewhere during the year. Okay? All right. So let's go to the serious stuff now. Let's go to the serious business. And yes, I believe everyone has got a notebook. Yeah, all right. So after introducing myself, for those who came in late and those that are watching online, please, my name is Dieudonné Wakumwaka, the founder of La Wakumwasans. All right. So I will ask this question, and please be sincere with yourself. Don't lie to yourself. We are here like at the doctor. You know, when you go to the doctor and the doctor asks you, okay, what are you feeling? You're feeling pain on the shoulder, but you don't want to say it. So the doctor won't help you. Are we together? So if your year wasn't nice, if in your mind, if you know that you failed your year, don't be shy about that. So we are here to get some solution to anything that did not work last year. And we have to make sure that this year it works. All right. So how was your 2023? Please, if you've got a piece of paper, the people with bigger books, can you please help to the people that do not have book, even a page? I want everyone to write that just in a second or in a minute. Don't put your name on because I will use those. I think they will help us to carry on. How was your 2023 year? In my bag, I have some few pens. Okay, what's it okay, I need your attention. Sorry, guys, this is not a classroom where you take the answer from the other person. I think all my pens are finished. I'm running out of pens. So I will help you. Can you look on the screen? All right. So I want you to choose from these three categories, right? So we have category A, category B, and category C. Category A is, okay, if your year was successful, and you believe that it was successful, someone. Don't worry, I'm a prophet today. When someone is close, I will hear it. Okay, I'm not the first prophet. If there's no one, so the person is coming. All right. I went to the neighbor. Anyway, so category A is successful. Category B is unsuccessful. And category C, I'm not sure. So please answer. Okay, I will go on here. Category A, please, once you're ready, if you're ready, you can just put your hand up that you are done. I won't ask you to speak. I just want to know that the people are done. And please tear the page off your book because I will take it in a second. Don't put your name on so that you don't carry a shame if you're in category B and C. Don't write in your phone because I will need the page. Borrow a page from someone and you owe them a Coke when you get successful at the end of the year. Okay, I see two people are ready. Two ladies. Okay, I see one man is ready. See one other lady. Another lady. It's like ladies first is working here. Okay, I see another man. Okay, another gents. Another lady. Maybe she's scratching her head. Not sure. Okay. Another gent is ready. Another lady is ready. Okay. If you're ready, I think almost everyone is ready. So it's only two people that are not ready at the back, and three gents here not ready yet. And yeah, before I go to the next one, okay. Is everyone ready? Okay. Everyone ready? I see some people writing a category and they delete and write another one. So you are in category C. If you are deleting the first answer, you category C. I made it easier for you. Okay, almost everyone is ready. See, are you ready? Not yet. She was for you, so she knows about you. Yeah. Anyway, that's a very good thing. Okay, all right. I'm going to the next slides, and on these slides, I want you to write according to your category. As you can see, in category A, I want you to let me know what made you successful. If you are part of category A, yes, what made you successful, and please, you are welcome to split your category. You might be in two categories. Maybe you had 3 resolutions. I know that was your question in your minds. Said I'm a prophet. So you can see category A, B, C, D made me successful according to what you understand. Because if you become successful without knowing what makes you successful, you are living randomly. So you're still in category C. So you can put category A and category B. Then in category B, you can say, okay, here I failed. And then I think it's for A, B, C, D, blah, blah, blah. Please, that's the next thing. And if you are not sure in category C, today is your day. We are here for you. All right. Continue on the same page because I will take that page. Please, if you're done with your pen, be kind to give to the next person.
Tell me what you see on this picture.
Confidence, intelligence, imagination, motivation,
It's the same people saying, I can't see anything at the back.
Time, focus,
hardworking,
Imagination,
motivation,
motivation,
courage,
time,
There's still some words that people haven't seen.
lack of
focus,
courage,
Still haven't heard it.
will,
time,
Guys,
hardworking,
I still haven't heard.
success.
Yes, that's the biggest thing that everyone could see first. Anyway, at least, but you saw the others, you know. In most cases, we try to go for the hard ones. We forget about that is what is easy unto us. The first thing I would see there first is success. That's the biggest one that I can see on the screen. But at least the good thing, you know, a human mindset is that most of the time we'll go for what is at the back. If you see our African sisters, when they go to buy veggies in a shop, so they will try to go for what they want at the bottom. There's veggies on top, but they still want to go to the one at the back. But all this word that you've read here, you see the mother word is success, which is the biggest thing that we see, basically. But whatever we are seeing there, you will see that all those words are words that will help you, you know, in 2023. All right. So I will send this presentation so that you can at least get, you know, to go through everything on your own when you have time. So what I want to say here, I was saw something in the UKU plan for the year roadmap. You know, there's one say when it's going to be introduced at the end of this workshop. There's one say that I saw that I liked so much. Say that the only place where success comes before work is in the, where is it? In the dictionary. Yes. So before hard work, success comes before hard work only in the dictionary. So no other place where you will find that. Because in order for you to see success, there are certain things that you need to go through. All right. So I wanted to see those words. All right. Now, I think we've heard enough. I still have 2 pages. I don't want to read them. I can read them. I think 2 are fine. I'll just read when I get 3. Yes. All right. So we are ready to plan our 2024. All right. So I want you to pay attention in what I'm going to say here now, and these principles will help you a lot. Trust me, a lot, and trust me, a lot. I have tried them myself, and I've tried them. I've seen them working out. So if you get to try them at least, the reason why I took these pages is to see at least that the people that were successful here in certain domain, they can at least, I can still get some principles. Maybe there's one that I lacked, I did not have, but most of them, you will see, I will mention them in what I will talk about here now. So this was also a gauge on the principles that I prepared. So I believe that some people that were successful here, they all fall into the same principles. And these that I will share here, they will definitely help you. And feel free to interrupt me anytime. We'll give you a microphone so that you can at least get to ask your question anytime. Yes. And if you have a question that you think it comes in your mind and it might be opposite to what I'm talking now or out of context, write it down so that you don't get to forget it. Okay. So I will talk about some truth about success first. Let us get these truths right, and then we get into principles that we can all apply in 2024. And in 2024, at the end of the year, all of us will sigh with joy. I've made it. All right. So that's basically what we want to see at the end of the year. Yeah, all right. Let's go. Some truth about success. Okay. Success often demands purposeful action and strategy, whereas failure might happen inadvertently or due to neglect. What does it mean? You can fail by default. Failure does not wait for you to make an effort. Failure just happens. It's a very kind person. Failure can receive you anytime. You can't make an effort to fail, but you can still make an effort to succeed. Success, it's something that must happen, with your mind, with your effort. You put everything in it, so it must be intentional. Let me say it that way. But failure can happen anytime. If you fail to focus, for instance, if you fall in category C, you will not have any motivation that will get you toward a certain goal that you have. And what will happen is that people in category C, they are welcomed by failure all the time. So like I say, for you to be successful, it must be intentional. It's not something that can just happen anyhow or by chance or randomly. All right. There's this other one for John Maxwell that I like so much. He says, it's easier to go from failure to success than it is to go from excuses to success. Excuse my then, I wrote it wrong. There's an A there. All right. So it's easy to go from failure to success than to go from excuses to success. Because if you fall in category B, and if what you wrote on there was in category B, trust me, it's easier for you to jump to category A. You can see yourself the distance from C to A and the distance from B to A. The shorter one is from B to A. We can see that clearly. So what I'm trying to say here is that if in every failure you have in life, you always have an excuse to give, you will never be successful. Acknowledge that you have failed, then you can get, to move from the failure to another place. You find some people with excuses always. Oh, the reason why it did not work, because I did this. In their mind, they haven't failed. And you will see them that they are not acknowledging that, okay, I failed here. What did I do wrong? Because a person who acknowledges that they failed, they will try to go in depth and see what they did wrong in order for them to improve themselves. And you find themselves in 2-3 months, they find themselves in category A. Are we together?
Yes.
Are we together? All right. There's another say. This is from Jodone Wakumwaka. Yes, sometimes we need to quote ourselves. All right. I said that success and failure are both our friends. The difference is that success requires an invitation to come, whereas failure invites himself whenever success is not invited. Is that clear enough? So I just say failure invites himself. because I didn't want to say herself. All right. All right. So here you will see that you have two friends, failure and success. They are all beside you. They are all close to you. You have their phone numbers. So what happens is that whenever you have a party, you can decide to invite success. Success is a polite person. If you don't invite her, she does not come to the restaurant. If you don't invite her, she does not come to your date. All right? But when it comes to failure, doesn't care whether you invite. Have you seen those parties where you see the uncle coming without an invitation? That is failure. So he comes anytime, does not need any invitation, shows up because you did not invite the person. And he can even tell you, oh, but I'm seeing empty seats there. All right. So what I'm trying to say here is that we have success and failure in our circle. And if you fail to invite success, failure will invite himself. That's why it's important that you get to invite success this year, 2024. And today, all of us will invite success in our lives, in our business, in our relationship, in our families, in everything that you do. So you want to invite success, not failure. Okay, I got this one from LinkedIn. Failure is a growth booster, whereas success is a confidence booster. A person that fails, the person that is in category B, that person must have that boost to grow, you know. Failure must boost you to grow. Because once you're in category B, you know your reason. You will see the people that wrote category C, they don't have any reason to give. But if you're in category B, it's already a good news that you already have failure that you saw. Now, once you've known the reasons, there's a way for you to grow. And as you are growing, you can outgrow whatever that blocked you to succeed. Are we together? Yes. So, but when you succeed, if you're in category A, I believe that by now you are confident. Because you know that, okay, I apply this principle. That's why I said it's dangerous to succeed without knowing why you succeeded. So even if it's your belief or you are a Sangoma, you succeeded because of the Sangoma stuff that you do, at least you know the reason. If you are successful because you prayed God and His grace, at least you know the reason. If you are successful because every time everyone was sleeping, you were always awake trying to look for markets for your business, at least you know the reason. So it boosts your confidence that, okay, so I can apply, I can also, you know, submit tenders and get a job. My rate was fine. So you already have enough confidence for you to move on in life. So what I'm trying to say here is that whenever you fail, you don't need to kill yourself. When you fail, you must be boosted to grow. And then when you succeed, you must be boosted in confidence and be more confident, because if you apply the same principle, it will work again. Then you know that you are becoming more confident. Then you can stand and say to the other person, no, this principle will work because you've tried it and you've seen that it worked. All right, so let's go to the other ones. Okay, so here I'm saying that success is not an outcome of luck. Many people think that you succeed because you are lucky. You'll find people that will tell you, oh, you're very lucky. It's not about luck when it comes to success. Like I say, it's intentional. It's not something that happened without you knowing. So it's something that happened because you applied something, because maybe your belief or maybe your effort or whatever that you will do, that will make you successful. And most successful people did not just get lucky to be successful. And you will see, even if you go into the stories of all these people, you will see that these people invested the time and the strength. I was reading the story of Carl Benz, the founder of Mercedes-Benz. This guy, while he was busy, you know, when he made the very first Mercedes, everyone was mocking him. Everyone was mocking him, and the guy kept on striving to see things working. And that time, a Mercedes couldn't even drive more than 15 kilometers an hour. And this guy kept on, you know, the courage, the word that we read in that previous slide with the different words. So you will see that that person, or Carl Benz, continued and did his best until he saw success. Now he's gone, at least we're still seeing Mercedes, very expensive today. Why? It's because someone decided to apply the strength, did not get lucky. But you will see the guy, he invested in many businesses. He tried A, B, C. He tried everywhere until Mercedes became successful. That time, no one believed in him because it was expensive to maintain. And that time, for you to own a Mercedes, you had to have a mechanic that is with you all the time. And now, many people couldn't afford. But the story of this guy that encouraged me here is that at a certain point, when he went into some joint venture, it did not work. Then his wife decided to boost his work. And we're going to talk about that, about relationship, the people that you are with. You will see it as we go down here. I'll continue this story when I get to that point. At least I'll leave you on there. So, and then failure is not an outcome of lack. Like I say, success is not an outcome of luck, but failure is not an outcome of lack. Many people think that they are failing because they lack something. You are enough to succeed. So as you are here, you have everything that you need for you to succeed. You don't need an extra eye or an extra ear or an extra hands or an extra hour. What you have is enough for you to succeed. Are we together? So failure is not all about the lack of something. Whatever you have now, and every person in this room is good enough to succeed this year. All right, are we together? Can you do this? All right, that's great. Success is not an end. Are we together? Success is not an end. Success is a journey, not an end. It does not happen when you make an achievement. It starts happening the moment you embark on achieving something and extends beyond the moment when you achieve it. Because many people think that success is something that will happen at the end. Success starts now as you are listening to me. So success starts now. From the time you're making decisions, from the time you are listening to me now, you're already becoming successful. So the time that you go home and start applying them, you're already becoming successful. Success will not happen in December, the 31st of December 2024. But success will happen now and tomorrow and every day. So you need to have that in mind, that success does not just happen at the end of the journey. It's a journey basically. It happens all along as you go. Success develops daily. Can you read that last part? Yes. Success develops daily, not in a day. Don't wait and then boom, you wake up and say, wow, successful. No. Every day is an opportunity for you to be successful. And every day is an opportunity for you to add an ingredient in your success, bread or cake that you're about to bake. So it's important to know that every day, every single day, it's a day that you need to work on your success. It's not something that will happen on a Wednesday. Oh, guys, I'm successful. No. Every single day. A person who, when you notice success on a Wednesday, it simply means that it was already grooming from Monday, from Tuesday, from Wednesday, Thursday, and then boom, Friday, you see it, but it was already happening with whatever you were doing, with whatever hard work you were putting in. So success does not happen in a day, but it happens daily. And I'm reading a very nice book, The Richest Man That Ever Existed. And they're talking about Solomon. I believe everyone have heard about this rich man. And this person, if we put the money he had, it can be 3 trillions in US dollars. So we can put Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, who else that you know? All those guys, Elon Musk, Mike, Othniel, everyone, you put them together, they won't reach Solomon net worth. You understand? And this guy was very rich. Now this book is just talking about the principle that Solomon applied to get to where he was. So it's just taking all the chapters in the Bible, in Proverbs, and is developing every proverb chapter. And he understood how Solomon got to the point where he was. And the very first principle that Solomon applied to be rich, if you want to get trillions, is diligence. Can you say diligence? Diligence. This guy was very diligent. He was very diligent. That's why he became successful. He was. A person that is diligent gives attention to everything that he does every day. Most of us, you will have a plan, you will have your goal, you will have anything that you have planned now. I saw a person saying that I wanted to start a business, but I did not start. And this person fell in category B. So you will see that many people lack diligence and they've got many, many good plans. However, you find them not accomplishing them. Why? Because of the lack of diligence. And I like what this powerful, person that I know spoke about something so important, Dr. Miles Monroe. He said that the richest place on earth is the cemetery. Why? Because many people died with plans that they've never accomplished. They died with books that they never wrote. They died with projects that will never come to pass. And I don't want to find myself in that situation that I'm going to enrich the cemetery when I die. So all of us here need to empty ourselves with all the plans that we have. And that's why today, this is the reason why we have this workshop. It's for you and me to not die empty. To make sure that all the business minds or business ideas that we have, they all come to pass. All the money we want to make, all the people we want to be in the society, all the healthy relationships and partnerships that we want to have, we want to see them at work. Why? Because we want to apply these simple principles, yet powerful, that will help us to be successful in life. All right, I'll give you this say by this powerful person. Obviously, you know him. This person says that if you fail to plan, what are you doing? All right. So most of us here, if you haven't planned, and if you are failing to plan in this year 2024, you're already planning to fail. You don't want to find yourself in category C after listening to me this morning. And I want everyone at the end of the year, you can be in category A, and it's possible to be in category B as well. But if you follow me well to the very last slides, you will see that, and I'm telling you that you will see that you will be in category A. You will see it just now. All right. His name is Benjamin Franklin. He said, if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. That is, so to make it this year, you need to know this law. The law of plan ahead. Can you say plan ahead? And we're going to plan ahead. We know when you plan ahead, so if I have to paraphrase this say by Benjamin Franklin, so I will say that if you succeed in planning, you are planning to succeed. Is that good enough? Is that good enough? So we are all planning to succeed this morning because we are succeeding to plan. And as you have your pen and your page, and I can even allow you to use your phone, you can make notes in your phone. So we are about to plan. Is there anyone who does not have the resolution for the year yet? Please feel free, don't worry. No one, we're not here to judge or to laugh at anyone. If you don't have one, I want to give at least even a minute for you to have it clear. Is it written down, everyone? It's all written down. I don't want you to say that it's in your mind. I want you to say that it's written down. Because most of the time when it's in the mind, that's when we fall in category C. So I want you to please write it down. Let us take a minute or 30 seconds or a minute. If you haven't written it down, please write it down. In your phone, you are free to do so. So I will give 9 points, and these points will help us to plan well our resolutions for this year. Whatever resolution you've made, we're going to start with letter P. All right. Letter P of plan ahead. Predetermine your course of action. Predetermine your course of action. What does it mean? Determine where you want to go. Okay, here I will give an example of this. You see this piece, the red piece here. If it did not follow this pattern, it wasn't going to fit. It was going to think that, oh, I'm not good enough to fit there. Yet, just imagine if it was here, if it just dropped itself on this position. Is it coming on the screen? Can you see it, right? Yes. So if this red piece came on here, do you think it was going to fit? No. Do you think it will fit? No. So you must know where you want to go. You must predetermine your course of action. Whatever resolution that you have. I will give an example. For instance, if you have a plan to have a business this year, and I like giving this example whenever I give some entrepreneurship advice, is that if you want to start a business, maybe your business is selling donuts. You don't go and make a 400 rand donuts this big and you go sell it in Danone. Are you with me? Is that clear enough? The idea is good, but your action are not good enough. But if you take that 300 rand donuts, you make it into 2 rand donuts, the same size, but you take it smaller piece. They make the same amount, the same profit. You go with them in Danone, you will make it. Am I right? If you take those 2 rand donuts, you go with them in Bishop Court, that side, or Kemps Bay. You go with those 2 rand donuts. Do you think you will make it? But if you go with the 400 rand donuts as a full package, you will make it. Are we together? So whenever you plan a business, you have whatever you have in mind. What you need to do is that you need to scan where you're going. You need to see, okay, where can I go? What can I do? What is my target client? What can I do for this target client? Okay, what level of the society is this? What can I do? What can they afford? You know, all those kind of stuff. Maybe your business is to open a dealership. And then your dealership that you have, you want to have it in a village. You want to have it in a certain village where there's no dealership. You want to have a dealership there. Then you come there with Lamborghini, Bugatti, La Voiture Noire, you put in that dealership. Do you think it will go? It will work. So it won't work. But if you go with motorbikes, something that is affordable, then you will make it. That's why many people tried business. They have this red piece, that the business idea they have, but they came with it somewhere where it's wrong. And they find themselves that they are not fitting in. And what happened at the end of the year? They found themselves in category B, and they start blaming themselves that I wasn't good enough. No, you are good enough, but the direction in which you planned to do your business was wrong. Are we together? Are we together? So this is very important. It can happen that you are planning maybe to have a building that you want to buy and do student accommodation. And it's like having student accommodation somewhere, let me just give an example, in Melbourne Strand. But all varsities are in Rondebosch, Rosebank, that side. You are doing it wrong. Now, people don't come as students, then you start blaming yourself. No, your course of action wasn't good enough. So, before making a resolution, after making it, the next thing to do is that, okay, for this to work, what do I do? Where do I go? What am I going to do? Where do I want to go? You must have all of those, and you must know where you need to go. Are we all together? Are we all together? Yes. So you need to know where you go, because if you don't know, like this say, I don't know who gave it, but I read it before online. It said, direction is more than speed, more important than speed. It doesn't matter how fast you are moving, but if it's in the wrong direction, you are wasting your time. So that's why it's important to predetermine your course of action. Okay, next letter. L. All right. Lay out your goals. Lay out your goals. This one, it's very, 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 very important. What are you seeing here? If your goal is like this rock here, it might seem to be very difficult to achieve. Are you with me? If your goal is like this, it might be very difficult to achieve. You'll be in January, you're already like that, tired already. Oh, this is too big. You are killing yourself. You are killing yourself. Now your strategy with that resolution that you've written, I'll give you an example. if you're a gent and this year, what can I give as an example? What is the basic resolution that one can have? Okay, if you want to lose weight, I'll give that example. If you want to lose weight, if maybe you want to lose 15 kgs, you don't want to lose everything at once. Boom, 15 off. People run away from you because they also want to see you gradually losing. Not just in a second, we really want to see you. Do you see it? Sorry? So you are losing gradually. So if you want to lose 15 kgs, you say, okay, 15 kgs, I have 12 months. Now, 15 divided by 12, it's 1 point what? Okay, 1.2 or 3. Guys, I had a gift for a person high in mathematics. Anyway, so that will be 1 point something. And you say, okay, I will lose 1.2 every month. Don't you see that at the end of the year, you will have 15 lost? Yeah? That's clear enough. You can even go as far as decreasing it in a week. 1.5, you divide it again by 7 in a week. Then, by 4. Then you have at least every week, a fraction of whatever you have as goal for the end of the year. Now, many of us are looking at 15. Now, when you see 15, what comes next in your mind? It's impossible. This one will be difficult to achieve. It's a very big thing to do. So, your goals are your stepping stones, your process. Use each of your goals as your stepping stone. You must name them. You take what you have. You break it in goals. Okay, my goal 1, my goal 2, my goal 3, my goal 4, my goal 5. You split them. For instance, you want to get married this year, for instance. And if you are, why are people laughing when I talk about marriage? You say, no, okay, this year, you also have your resolution. This year, I must find the person. That's my goal 1. For me to find the person, my goal 1 is I must look after myself. I must be responsible. I must stop talking rubbish in public. I must, so you have all of those points that you've already put. Then you see, okay, you have a target. By Thursday, I must stop talking rubbish. Then you put that on. You have your checklist that we're going to give you. You have a roadmap that will be explained to you at the end of the presentation. Then you put all of that on. You check in, okay, on Monday, I did this. That person teased me. Oh, yes, I did not say rubbish. I'm moving well. And then you go there, okay, what other thing? I must look after myself. I must change my dress code, for instance. You write there, okay, I must be like this. Whatever you think, right, that will contribute to your resolution. You write them down. And then you say, okay, by June, I must maybe present myself. Or I must start preparing my wedding. I must book the venue. I must do this. I must do that. All of those must be written down and broken into small pieces. Otherwise, it will be a very big piece to swallow. All right? So lay out your goals. It's very, very important. I will accelerate a little bit, going beyond the time. Okay. Letter A. Adjust your priorities. Adjust your priorities. This is something many people are failing to do. You have a goal that you need to achieve. You do not have people to please. Is that clear enough? So if you have your goal and you love yourself so much, you must make sure that you adjust your priorities. If my goal is to lose weight, my priority is going to the gym, for instance. It's going for a jog, It's maybe looking at what I'm eating and, eat healthy, So all of these things here will be my priorities. The time that they are calling me maybe to go and, what can I give? And to go and maybe watch a game somewhere. Okay, first I will check if I really met, if I've done what I need to do based on my priorities to achieve my goal this year. If you know that, okay, I haven't jogged my 5 kilometers for the day. Anyway, that's something I adopted myself. It's also part of my resolution is to lose some belly fats. He's laughing. Today I jogged alone in the morning, but I went in a house like a siren. She was sleeping and she woke up. Who is this? I just did 1 kilometer, but I almost died. Yeah, but it's something that I've put part of my daily routine. Every day, I need to wake up, I need to jog. All right? That is part of my resolution. And these are things that you have as priorities. And if you know your priorities, if your priorities were sitting and watching Netflix for 10 hours, then they must change. Because if Netflix does not contribute to your goal, then it's useless. Unless part of your goal is being in the movie industry. Then you can sit and watch Netflix and see out what you say in your next movie. See, unless you are a person that's getting aspiration for having content on TikTok, then you must not sit on TikTok and spend the whole day on TikTok. All right. So you need to adjust your priorities. Whatever you have as goal, make sure that all your focus is toward that. And everything that you will do is towards your priorities. I'll give an example. You want to lose weight. That is the easiest one that we got. You want to lose weight. A person calls you, let us go play tennis, like what Neil always do. Let's go and play tennis. Yeah, you can see that, okay, playing tennis, it wasn't part of your program, but it's a sport. That's part of you losing weight. You weigh, you see, and you say, okay, this can fit in my priorities. So your direction will be looking first at your goal that you have, and then anything that you hear around, they must come through the filter first, which is your goal. And then if they go through your goal, then you can see that, this is worth it for me to jump into. Is that clear enough? So in whatever you have on there, make sure that you adjust your priorities. That friend that will take you, man, let us go for a walk. If your purpose is to lose weight, a walk is still good. But if it's not, your purpose is not to lose weight, you are tiny enough, you don't want to lose yourself and remain a skeleton, so you don't need to go for that walk. All right. Is that clear enough? Yeah. Let's go to letter N. Yeah. N. This one is very important, and I'll continue with the story of Carl Benz. Like I said, I'll continue with it. You see, Carl Benz, the person that boosted his business for Mercedes-Benz to be popular today, it was his wife. All right, his wife. And what happened with his wife? It's because his wife was notified by Carl Benz about this business, about his idea, about his projects. What happened was that everyone doubted on a Mercedes that time. And what happened is that, it wasn't allowed for a car that was manufactured that time to go from one city to another. In other words, you cannot drive from Cape Town to Paarl, for instance. You can't go with a Mercedes. Now, one day, the wife of Carl decided to take the Mercedes and go against the law. I'm not advising you to go against the law. I'm telling you the story. So to go against the law, she took the Mercedes and the husband was sleeping and took their 2 kids. And one of the kids is Mercedes. She took Mercedes and the other child. They drove. And anyway, to tell you this story, to make it more interesting for you, when Carl was in many joint venture, this business did not work. It collapsed and did not work. The wife took the lobola money, the dowry or whatever word you call it, that they gave for her marriage, to marry her, and injected it into the business. So for her, she saw that this business is a low-hanging fruit. So she wanted to invest in it. And basically what happened is that she took the Mercedes or the Benz that time. She drove away to her family with the kids. And then when she went with it, she had like some cans of petrol that time, gasoline or whatever. Carl himself wasn't aware of it. So when she went there, she arrived. It went all over journals that the first car traveled from one city to another. And boom, Mercedes got that breakthrough. What we know about it today, even if it's gone, they keep on, 2023 model, 2024 model, 2025. But there's a person who had an idea, a goal, and after having that goal, he predetermined his course of action. And after that, he laid out his goals of what he was going to do. He adjusted his priorities. Because if you read that story, he was always in the workshop, working, finding ways, the engine that is better. And he notified the key personnel. And in his time, it was his wife. And after notifying the wife, when you notify the vision, You share the vision with good people that you know, because I believe everyone has got friends, everyone has got family, everyone has got mentors and people in the society. You can have a vision, you can have a point, you notify them, they will still give you advices. So your key personnel can be, for instance, you want to start creating content for your channel. You have key personnel, for instance, you know a friend who likes maybe doing camera stuff. Can you please give me an advice? I want to do this. Oh, go for this. You know, those people will make sure things become better. And that will help you boost yourself and go far. Is that clear enough? So for that resolution that you have, make sure that you have key. You can identify first those key personnel. And after identifying the key personnel, you then speak to them, share the vision with them. And those key personnel, those people, they will help you to reach your goal and to be where you want to be. Is that clear? Oh yeah, let's go quick. The next A, we've got 3 A's in this one. It's the space. We forget about the space always. We forget about the space. One day, my key personnel told me that, hey, you need to rest sometimes. All right. And that is very important. Sometimes when you are focused, when you are goal-oriented, you will forget about resting. Resting is very, very important. You need to take that break. Even though you are working, there's still a time that, let me go and take fresh air. Let me go and spend time at the beach for a second. Let me go and look at the ocean. Even if your goal is to lose weight, looking at the ocean does not make you lose weight, but it's part of the space between plane and ahead. Is that clear enough? So don't forget to take a space. Don't be in a rush. Don't be in a hurry. If your goals are already well split and they are well laid out, then it's already good enough for you to take a space. You have your checklist, you have your Uku roadmap, and you know that you've reached whatever you're supposed to do for your day. Take a space. Go watch something online. Laugh. If you like politics, go watch politics. Laugh. Do all of those. Go and cook something you've never tried cooking before. Bake, even if you burn your fingers. It's part of life. So that space is very important to do. Go play a piano, play whatever you like playing. So there's still that space, even though it does not contribute to your goal, but it's still good for your minds. Because if your mind is not, the space helps your mind to calm down, cool down, and prepare for the next day. So make sure that your space is not only when you sleep. Have a space in between so that you have time for yourself. Okay, just say 1 minute, 10-second break so that we go ahead. We go ahead. Yes. You can look at the person next to you. Don't focus on the TV. Maybe you know the name. Or you don't know their names. Maybe you don't know if your resolution is to get married. Maybe the person is here next to you. Let's go ahead. We've just planned now. Now we're going ahead. Like I say, it's the law of plan ahead. And remember this law always. All right. Letter A. Oh, allow time for acceptance. Allow time for acceptance. Like I said, whenever you start something, it will not flourish or go forward straight away. No. You might come with a business plan to one key personnel, and they'll tell you, hey, you know what? Your donuts were too sweet. I cannot buy it. And people change slowly. That's why you need to allow time for acceptance for anything that you do. Many people quit very quick because they did not allow the time of acceptance of whatever business idea they had. Again, gents, if your plan this year is to be in a relationship or to be married, part of your resolution, you need to allow time of acceptance. The lady can tell you no today, but after a week, she can change slowly. And you just see she comes and say, yes, 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 and screw with a microphone. So You know, you need to allow time of change. You've introduced your CV. Wait. They say, oh no, we won't call you now. You were not successful. We regret. You know those emails? We've received many of them. And I tell you, it's you. When you're receiving them, be happy that they are reading what you are sending. Well, I once applied for a CEO post, and then because I checked it and I say I qualify in all of this, where can't I apply? I applied for that post, and then I will regret. I was very happy of that. At least I've applied for a CEO post. You know, most of the time when we see those kind of job posts, we say this is not for me. No, it's for you. Like I said, you are good enough. You have everything to be successful and to be anywhere. All right. Even if they say, okay, maybe you see a job advert there, we're looking for the president of Namibia. Go and apply. You might get the post. You never know. All right. So people change slowly. That's why you need to allow time of acceptance. You might maybe manufacture, maybe you are into fashion and something, you will design a t-shirt. When you go with it to people, this is wrong, this is bad, this is something that is not good. But trust me, people change slowly. You need to allow the time of acceptance. If that same t-shirt, you are persistent, you continue, you are determined, with the determination, you continue with it. Maybe one day a celebrity wears it. Maybe by passing, you say, oh dear, please just wear this, and you know. And the way it's, trust me, everyone started looking for that one. People change suddenly, and people change slowly. So make sure you allow time of acceptance of whatever resolution that you have, you know. And even if your thing is to change weight, your resolution to lose weight, trust me, you might start. You ask one of the key personnel and say, oh, how am I looking now? You are still the same. Not saying anything. You're becoming worse. I actually see that even your belly is even coming on the side. You see. So people can tell you something like that. But don't stop, don't quit. Allow time of acceptance. These people that think that you are wasting time with that vision that you have, tomorrow they will say, oh, we're doubting. Those are the people that will say, oh, we're in the same class with him. You find many people, once a person is successful, oh, we're actually in the same class with him. Hey, that we used to be on the same street. We used to stay somewhere like in the same complex. You see, they start saying that, but those people do not accept. Allow time of acceptance. Keep on pushing in your project, in your goal. Don't care about anyone who does not trust in you. All right, let's go quickly to H. Head into your action. This is the most difficult one. Head into your action. Many people have got the theory written, but they don't want to jump into it. Let me tell you this, and this is my very big secret. In philosophy, we studied, it was, I think, the chapter on ideas. And on that chapter of ideas, they were talking about the different stages that an idea can take. You know, they spoke about conception as the first step. There were 4 steps, but there was conception. Please, if you remember one, please remind me. If you did not study for Marx, there was conception. There's okay, I will skip what I forget. But there was conception. There was decision. There was forget something, but the last one was execution. I just forgot one step. Oh, I got it. Deliberation. All right. So there was conception. After conceiving, you have an idea, you conceive it. After conceiving it, what you need to do is to decide. After deciding, okay, you need to deliberate. These two, I think one come before the other or whatever. And then after deliberating, you now get into execution. Now the biggest thing is that many ideas do not come to reality because many people stop by deliberation. They don't jump to execution. And that becomes a problem. And the reason why, whatever plan I will say, even today if I tell you my resolution, the reason why you will see it coming to pass latest in March, it's because I don't take long to go to execution. Because I know that the biggest temptation will get you on decision and deliberation. And you find yourself not executing what you want to do. Trust me, everything in life, every change comes with difficulties for yourself first to accept it. That's why you must be a person that heads into action. Trust me, there is nothing that will be easy in life. Even the resolution that you have, you want to lose weight. Maybe your execution to join the gym or to have a membership or to do whatever, you can be postponing it always. And you find yourself not getting to your execution. You don't go anywhere. At the end of the day, you start, you change your look. Like here, everyone is looking very nice and sharp. But if then you don't really jump into that, it will be a very big problem. You want, maybe your plan is to start a business. That time that you decide to start looking for the markets, you want to go and execute. You will find yourself having that as a theory always. You want to get married. It will never be easy. Even myself, before getting married, I was very afraid. I'm like, it's not easy. Not easy. It's always a difficult thing when you want to get to the next stage in life, to the next stage in life. It will never be easy. Trust me. It will never be easy. Now, you don't be a person who stays in theory. Make sure that you don't take long to jump into action. You have planned. You have your resolution written down. You have everything black and white. But what are you waiting for to head into action? This is a very big mistake, because whatever you've written down there, if you don't jump and head into action and head into your execution of things, you won't see anything coming to pass at the end of the year. It will still be something written down that we can all read like a love letter, you see. So please, let's head into action. This is very, very important. Is that clear? All right, let's finish with the 3 last letters. E. Expect problems. Many of us, as we start the year, we don't think that problems will come to us. Trust me, problems will come. Problems are always there. They will always come. And problems will always be there. So please, everyone, expect problems. They will come. And problems are very important. You can have all these question marks in every sense of life. This one facing there, this one on that side, this one on that side, 1,000 problems. You need to expect them, These physicians say that something, if you studied physics, they say that motion causes friction. So if you see problems, it means that you are moving forward. It means that you are moving. Remember here, the key point here is not to get everything that you've written down. But the key point here is to achieve something out of what you've written down. Because there are many people, this is not the topic for today, that have the points written down. Maybe that project is a 5 years one that you've written down. You think it's a year thing. But if you've moved into that resolution that you have, at least at the end of the year, you see that I've done this. I've done so much. You can be happy with yourself. All right? So you are not wrong when problems come. Problems are just problems. Actually, it's because of problems that we have a job. We have jobs today. Because of problems. What is a job? It's a solution to a problem. So if there was no problem, we're going to be jobless, all of us here. If you are calling in call center, there's a problem. There's a guy who wants to book a ticket. The ticket is not working. That problem makes you get a job. And that problem will always be there. If you are working maybe in transport thing, there's a problem. People want to move from A to B, but there's no transport for them to get. That's why you are solving a problem. So whenever you encounter problems, don't think that you are a wrong person, that something is wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with you. Problems will always come. So expect problems in the resolution that you've written down. All right. Let's go. Always point to your success. Always point to your success. That is A, the second last letter. We're almost done. Consumed a lot of minutes. See, 89 minutes here. Always point to your success. You can see here, you are the one who is yellow. Everyone else, is that gray or silver? What is silver? Okay, is the silver on the screen here? God, so please add that to the list. I'll write part of me to know silver and gray, the difference. What is silver?
She said it's not a color.
Silver is a shade of gray.
Is it a color? Silver is more shiny.
Okay, guys, let's edit as a common resolution for 2024. We must know what is silver, what is gray. Everyone, I'm adding it to mine as well. I always ask myself this question. Anyway, yes. So many people will point to your failures. Trust me, not everyone will point to your success. People, when you do something wrong, everyone will talk about it. You know that. But when something works for you, not everyone will talk about it. That's how life is. Life is, the people are just like that. Even if for instance, you become the first young person below 30 who owns a complex in Parklands, trust me, I will meet someone. What's your name? What's your name? Sorry? Salson. Okay, I meet Salson on the road and say, "Oh, how's it? Oh, I'm good. And you?" "No, I'm very good." "How are things going?" "Everything is fine." "Okay, enjoy your day." "Thank you." I go. But now, these same persons who owned the complex, if they did something wrong, maybe what is the shameful thing that one can do? Maybe they collapsed while walking. Salson, how are you?" "No, I'm very good." "And you?" Things are good. It's only, that guy who owns the complex there, he collapsed on the road while walking. When I only own the complex without collapsing, the person never spoke about it. When I collapsed, because owning the complex becomes a reference, it's a big reference, but the collapse must be there. So people will always point to the failures. They won't point to your success. You can be the most beautiful lady in your area, but they will say, "Oh, that lady, that the shoe broke during the wedding party." You see, that will be a reference because people will point to your failure, not to your success. When they see you with nice hair, they will not say, "I like your hair." But when they see you with the hair that is not combed and stuff, they say, "That's guy with the hair that is not combed." You see, so you must make sure yourself that you always point to your success. That's why when you come to my failure, I won't accept them. You point to my failure, I will speak louder on my success. I will speak louder on my success, and even your failure will be ashamed to be failures. All right, let's finish this quickly. Okay, let's go here. All right. Daily review your progress. Is that good enough? Daily review your progress. Don't wait. Don't wait until June. Don't wait until April to review your progress. Every day. Even if you don't see a difference, you want to lose weight, buy that small scale in Cash Crusaders or Cash Converters, less than 300 Rand, put it in your bathroom. Don't wear yourself with the jacket. You will kill yourself. So make sure when you're about to shower, you have nothing on you like Adam and Eve. Wear yourself, then you see yourself clearly. Is that good enough? Weigh yourself. That time, then you go on the scale, you see. Even if you are losing 0.0, put even those decimals there. 0.0. Oh, okay. You meet your personal trainer. How much did you lose today? I lost 0.001. That's good. At least it's per day. That one, when you multiply it by 365, God, you'll be just like that. You understand? You need to daily review your progress. Again, that's why we will give you those checklists. Can you please hand that to everyone? That's the last point, quickly. Then I will invite the host. Okay, is that clear enough, right? Can you, okay, let us all get copies and please stick that in your room. Stick that in your room somewhere. Stick that in your room. Even if you are man in the room, just stick it somewhere. If you want to stick it on your chest, stick it on the everyday have it with you. It will help you a lot and 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 a lot. Yes. Okay, if we all have that, I'll go quickly to that before I invite the host, before I hand over the microphone. Did everyone get? Okay, can I carry on? We all have. But I want you to look on the screen, please, because I wanted to see at least. Okay, weekly checklists to review your progress. You can decide to make it weekly or daily, but daily is even better because remember we are breaking our goals in whatever we need to do. Every day, those 10, points, they won't take you a lot of time. So just stick it somewhere. What I can advise you to do, it's important. I remember the time I used to stay with Mike. Thanks a lot. Thanks so much. I'm grateful. Didn't forget me. I used to stay with Mike, in the same apartment, sharing the apartment. And every time I'll go in his room, I'll find he's put some sticky notes and stuff on his walls. That time he wanted to lose weight. He wanted to be like me. I wanted to be like him. We're two opposite, two complete different people. And what I liked is that in his room, he will put those motivation for himself. Okay, I want to lose that. You can do it. So his wall is talking to him when he wakes up. So you wake up and say, "Oh, you can do it. It's possible." You must lose weight. Go to the gym. No pain, no gain. Those kind of stuff. You can do the same thing. You can write your resolution in big. Don't be shy about it. Whatever you have as plan, it's yours. It's not someone else's. If they want, they can use the same 26 letters and make theirs. Take yours, put it in big, in bold, put it on the wall, increase the size of the letters, and take that checklist, put it on the side as well. Check whatever that they will give us. Print it out, write, put it somewhere there every day. Make it a discipline. Be that disciplined person. You will see that. Let's jump quickly into it. Please look on the screen. Review your resolutions. Every day you must review a resolution because if it's in your mind, you will forget it. That's why you need to have it written down. If you have it on the wall, you know it already. Okay, this is my resolution. I want to do A, B, C, D, C, whatever. You must review a resolution like it's written on your checklist that you have. Take a moment to revisit the resolutions you made at the beginning of the year. Just make sure you review it every day for you not to forget it. Point 2, assess progress. How far have I got? Don't be shy about writing that small improvement. Even if it's 1 millimeter, write it down. Today, I lost 1 gram in whatever I need to do. Write it down. Assess progress and say, okay, 1 gram, so I'm still sitting on 99.9%. So as you are reviewing and assessing progress, you will see that things will work out well for you. Number 3, celebrate milestones. You need to celebrate your milestones. I will tell you the next one that is coming, as you can see there. You will see another point. Your milestones are important. Like I said, for instance, your plan is to get married. I like giving that example also because it's got many steps. If you want to get married, that is your plan. Your milestones can be finding the person who is also interested in getting married. That is a milestone. You can go to whatever you had and I found the person. Maybe the next thing is finding enough money to sponsor whatever you need to do. And then you see maybe you get a job. Oh, I have a job. That's a milestone. You need to celebrate your milestones. They help you to motivate yourself as well. Yes. So celebrate your milestones. Number 4, adjust goals if necessary. Adjust goals if necessary. You are not bound to that, what you have there. That's the big picture that you have. Like I said, you might get to a point where you realize that this is worth being a 5 years plan rather than a year plan. You can adjust and say to not kill yourself. Okay, in this one, I'm breaking it like this. I will do this. Because remember I said that in the plan ahead principle, you must lay out your goals. You already have goal 1, goal 2, goal 3, goal 4, goal 5. You can say, okay, for this year, I think I can achieve these 2 or 3 goals. Go for those. Adjust them and say, these ones, I can keep them into brackets. If it happened that I get these, then I can at least associate them if the year is still going. Is that clear enough? Yes. Number 5,
Create an action plan. Break down larger goals into smaller, actionable steps for easy implementation. This is what I spoke about in the plan ahead as well. Number 6. All right. Set milestones for the year. Yes. Set milestones for the year. As you can see, you can say, okay, by March, I want to be here. By May, I want to be there. You know, by December, I want to be there. You know, you already set your milestones. You say, okay, I want to lose weight. For me, in January, I must first have the gym membership sorted already. In February, I must find a personal planner. In March, I must get the habit of eating healthy. For instance, you've got certain milestones that you have already during the year, then you can at least work well with them. When you reach the first milestones, celebrate yourself. Even if you're alone in the room, clap for yourself. Your 2 hands still make a sound to your ears. They are good enough. All right. So you need to set milestones. Number 6. There we go. Stay accountable. Find ways to hold yourself accountable, such as tracking progress regularly or sharing goals with a friend or mentor. Key personnels, right? So don't keep that project to yourself. Find a person, your bestie, a person that you trust, that you talk to. Tell them, this year I want to accomplish A, B, C, D. Then you become accountable. One day they will come with you. Like you can see here, they're standing. They will come and check with you. You planned this. Where are you know? So at least accountability help you move well in life as well. All right. Number 8, stay flexible. Stay flexible. If you are like this little plant, you say that, oh, they star on top of me. God, you stay underground forever. This plant made sure that it's found wherever there's access and jump on that joint, that crack. You get me? So you must stay flexible. On this challenges like that, you must be like this arrow. Go, jump over the challenge. Go over. COVID-19 comes, keep everyone in the house. There's still something you can do that can make you money during COVID-19. To boost you in COVID-19, I did the piano business. Mike is a witness. I sold my first piano that I was playing in the house. I said, let me try this. I posted it. I played a nice video, nice melody. And then the person said, oh, I like this piano. Can you send me a video? I sent. Can you deliver it in Centricity? I drove, I went deliver. While I'm going there, I check online. I found another piano. While I'm going to pick it up, I've already posted it. I go and pick up and I go and deliver to a person who texted me again. That was during COVID-19. So you must stay flexible, because if your business does not allow you to move well in that specific time, because life has got many surprises. We don't know what will happen whenever it will happen, but you must always be flexible. Don't say, it's now very hard. There's no challenge that you can't overcome. Every challenge is meant to be overcome. So that's why you need to make sure that you remain flexible always in your goals, in everything that you do to accomplish them. Let's go. In flexibility, like I said, you want to lose weight. COVID-19, the gyms, all of them are closed. Will you just say that I wanted to lose weight, now all the gym centers are closed, let me just relax? You can start push-ups in the house. You go online, check videos. That's flexibility. It helps you to still attain your goal that you had. Oh, yeah. Number 9, stay motivated. Look at this guy. He's got many challenges. First, this gap. Another challenge is what? The height. Another challenge is, look, the chain is holding his foot or his leg. Also have that big thing that is attached to it. And then it's dark where it's going. You see, but this guy, not only that, is also formal. He cannot just jump anyhow. You see, so there's any challenge that you can state here. You know, it looks like a forest is alone there. You know, what other challenge you can see? Sorry? He's got a suitcase. What else? He's jumping. Okay, he's jumping on rocks. That is another one, because he can fall and break his hips. You say? They have no grips. These are formal shoes. Another thing is that his problems are online. That's why I got the picture. Anyway, so you see, he's got many challenges, but he must stay motivated. You can see him. He does not show that he's got challenges. Is he screaming? I don't think so. He's screaming. Maybe he's screaming with joy. It depends. He can say, I can make it. Ah! You know. So you see here, the guy stayed motivated. You too must stay motivated. Anything that comes, for you to see a change, you will still feel that pain. You will still feel that pain. That pain is normal when you feel it this year because you want to change. Accept it, feel it, stay motivated. Remind yourself of the reason why these resolutions matter for you. The man in the mirror. Yes. Practice self-compassion. You must love yourself every day. You know, be kind to yourself if you haven't achieved everything as planned. It's okay to reassess and readjust. Yes, it's okay. So even if you haven't achieved everything, can you read at the bottom of your page? Everyone, please read it louder.
Remember, the goal is progress, not perfection. Keep moving forward and celebrate each step towards achieving your resolutions.
Can you read it one more time?
Remember, the goal is progress, not perfection. Keep moving forward and celebrate each step towards achieving your resolutions.
Okay, I can see that the gents are overwhelming, but I want the gents to read first. Can you read that?
Remember, the goal is progress, not perfection. Keep moving forward and celebrate each step towards achieving your resolutions.
Ladies,
Remember, the goal is progress, not perfection. Keep moving forward and celebrate each step towards achieving your resolutions.
thanks so much. Can you clap for yourself as I'm inviting the host before we go to any other thing?
Thank you, for your brilliant presentation. So we're gonna start with our Q&A session. So if you have any question, just raise your hand. I will hand over the mic to you so that you can ask your question. Don't be shy. And who's going first? Otherwise, I will pick you. So who's going first? Because we have only 15 minutes, so let's just make it quick. Okay, I knew it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let me give you this as well.
You used to.
So what I was thinking about is what about the goals that don't really have like a point of action, like you can't pinpoint when to start and end. Like for instance, things that are more self-development and like emotional stuff. Like how can you try and finish it?
Thanks so much. Thanks a lot. Do I answer one, or do we have like three or two or three so that we can?
You can.
Yes.
Okay. Second one. Second question. Okay. Yeah. Can you just help us to? Okay.
So my question is like, how do you ever get over the fear of failing, or like the consequences of failing? But sometimes failure is not just an embarrassment. Sometimes it can be devastating. So yeah.
Yeah, I think we can answer the two, and then we carry on.
These two. Okay.
Oh,
Keep this one.
okay. Thanks a lot. I'll start with the second one, and then I'll come to the first one. Okay. The second question, that how do you get over the fear of failing? Right. I like this example. Very much. I was listening to John Maxwell many years back. He was talking about the law of okay, I forgot that, but if you go and check the 21 refutable laws of leadership, you will see John Maxwell talking about this example that I give now. He said that if you have a tree outside, and then every day you come and hit just maybe 2 X on the tree, you go. You come again tomorrow at the same place. You hit again, you go. You come after tomorrow at the same place. you hit again, you go. What will happen, let me say, after 10 years? The tree will fall eventually. It might not be visible. In the eyes of other people, it might be a failure every day when the person comes with 2 knock on the tree. So what I'm trying to say is that when a person works with persistence and work with determination and work with all diligence, that person, even though year 1, they might look like they are failing, they will still succeed. So in order for you to overcome that fear of failure, you must convince yourself enough that all the effort that you're putting into what you're doing, they will eventually get you to success anywhere in the future. You understand? So you will never see a person who is determined, working hard and working smart and doing their best in everything they do and still remain a failure for the rest of their life. Like I said, always point to your success. Because people that will see you, the reason why you have the fear of failure is because you are living in the community. Because you will think that other people will see you failing, then you are afraid. Now put yourself in a place where you are living in a forest alone, in the bush. Will you be afraid of failing? You are just you. No one will be there and say, she failed, let me laugh at her. But because you are in the community, you must just convince yourself that you know where you are hitting your X every day, and for in future, at any point in time, you will get to see success in what you're doing. So I think that will help you to overcome the fear of failure. Yes, if you're satisfied, I can move to the other one. Is that fine? Yes, okay. Thanks a lot. So emotional change that do not have a start or an end. I think that I believe that the question. So how can you deal with that, or to use the review and to assess your progress and everything? All right. So this, when it comes to emotional thing, it's always good to have people around you to assess. You understand? So with emotional thing, you don't assess yourself because you will fail a lot. I will tell you this. That's why many people are always right when there's a problem. If you have a problem with Othniel, in most cases, you will be right, he will be right. But if you have a problem of anger, for instance, that you want to eliminate this year, and you are working towards that goal to take anger off you, sometimes you get angry because you don't know when you're getting angry. You understand? Now, for you to see that it's difficult, another person must tell you that you always get angry. Now, if you hear it from 2, 3, 4 people, you know that, hey, I have anger problem. Because 2 people cannot be wrong on you, or 3 or 4 people that do not even know each other. You understand? So when it comes to goals of emotional thing, you must have those people around you that you trust. Like I spoke about accountability. You like around them, let me say you're sitting with Clive, with him, they are around you as your friend, for instance. Then you tell them, guys, this year I know I have anger issues. When I get angry, I get to a very bad point. So I want to stop this. And then please feel free to review with me how I'm improving. And you are doing your best, to be patient. When a person hurts you, you are patient. Then these people can review and tell them to be open, because most of the time the friends don't say the truth. That will hurt. But you tell them, I don't mind whether I get hurt. I want to change. And those people can help you review your progress in that change that you want to achieve emotionally. So that's basically what I will give on there. Yes.
Thank you. More questions? So we can go. Okay. Just
Should I start? Okay. My question is, when it comes to individuals' resolutions, it's easy to follow these steps. But what about common goals, common resolutions with an organization, a business partner, or if you're in a relationship? For example, you could have resolutions as a team, and what happens if few members of the team do not follow the resolution, that it's everybody that fails. I remember when I was at CPUT, we used to have assignments, it's group assignments, and I ended up doing it by myself because the other people, they just disappeared. So in a year, what would happen? Would you think that you succeeded? Like, I don't know. It's same for relationships as well. If you have resolutions and the other person doesn't have the same resolution or just disappeared, what happened to you then?
Okay.
That's my question.
So the second one. So we'll go to that one. No, the second is it. Sorry?
Yeah, Mike.
And then just plan it. Oh, yeah, okay.
All right, mine will be, which plan would you have, right, if you had you made all your plans already? Let's say like especially I would say things that you cannot control, like when you target your weight loss and everything and you don't reach it, which plan do you have to recover from it without really being tempted of giving up on the goals? Because that's something that I also hear quite a lot from people. Even if I'm advising someone and they've tried something and it did not work, they tend to just give up. Are there steps that you can follow that can just help you recover from there without like a strict kind of general step by step that you can follow to recover from it?
Okay. Okay, thanks a lot. Yeah, I'll start with the first one and then I'll go to the second one. Yes, for the team resolution, it requires part of that resolution. It also requires leadership skill. I will explain that. In leadership, I like this one. When there's what we call the, I think if I remember well, it's the E. If you know it, please tell me this word. EF Hatton or E Uton. Have you heard this word before? Okay, maybe I will try to put it somewhere on this presentation before sharing it. So there's those that we call the E. I think E Afton or E Ufton. I just forgot that specific word. In leadership, the E Afton is that. Let me say we are here. You are 6 of you. Trust me, even in the company, among those 6 people, there's a leader who is leader because of the position. Yes, because they say, okay, this is the leader. Let me say, this is your manager in the company. I am the manager. That's an example. I'm a leader because of my position. But I'm not a E-Afton. E-Afton is a person that people listen to, even if they have no position. Do you understand? Now, if you are a very good leader, you have to identify the E-Afton among the people that you lead. So that when you have a meeting with everyone, you've already had a meeting with the E-Afton. Now, when I come to announce maybe some heavy decisions to everyone, I know that, for instance, the E-Afton here is, for instance, Tanya is the E-Afton. So you listen to him without a position. Is the E-Afton. So what I will do, I will call Tanya for a dinner. We go with him somewhere, we have dinner, and then I say, how's it, how things and stuff. I discuss with him, I'm planning to do this and that in the company, and this is what I'm willing to implement. Do you think this will work? Yeah, this can work. And then after having the meeting with Tanya, then I come to the general meeting with everyone. I've already had my meeting with the E-Afton. And then when I come in the meeting, guys, I think from today, the company, we're going to start opening at 6:30. I even discussed with Tanya. It's already the E-Afton. That's part of leadership. And then when I say I've already discussed with Tanya, because you will see the time that you discover the E-Afton in a team resolution, it's when maybe the person who is leading because of the position give the point of view. You will see the people when they are talking, they are looking at that guy. That is the E-Afton that you have to spot. Yes. And once you've spotted that E-Afton, make sure in whatever implementation you want to put, go and speak to them. Let me say in construction, when we go to townships and stuff, we get the CLO. That is like the E-Afton of the team. It's the community liaison officer. So I cannot take certain decision without going through him or her. So after I've convinced him or her, it's possible to convince the whole community. Because when the people come, they listen to a Eafton more than they can listen to me, because I'm leading by position. So that is part of the resolution of the team. What the person needs to do is to make sure you first identify the Eafton and apply that leadership skills. That Eafton can easily speak to maybe the people, maybe that Eafton is always the people that are distracted. And then you can also speak to them, hey guys, please, I think we must put some effort now. We know we're all drinking and distracted. Please, let's put some effort in this. They will listen more to that person than to you. Because every time you speak, they will think you are giving them instruction. But when Eafton speaks, these are bodies talking to each other, and you get the resolution succeeding. I don't know if that one satisfies the part A of your question. The part B on a close partnership resolution. Let me say we are running the business together, or maybe I'm in a relationship with someone. I cannot make resolution without consulting the other person. So when I make a resolution, for instance, as a married person, I want to make a resolution. I will come with my resolution that I planned. I tell her this is what I'm willing us to achieve this year. And then I can allow my resolution to go through a review as well, to see how she can fit in there. Okay, what can we do? Oh, don't you think that maybe this year, because we are having this, for instance, maybe I plan to travel 2 times this year. That's an example. Or 3 times this year. Then, okay, we're having a child. Then she'll be like, no, since we're having a child, don't you eliminate 2 of the trips? And then maybe we keep 1 only because of the expenses we're going to have, you see. So at least my resolution can be adjusted before we get into financial trouble during the year as it's going. So for a partnership or for a relationship, for me, I will advise the 2 or 3 people involved to sit together, but each person come with a resolution from each side. They put it together and see how they can adjust them. You might have the same resolution. You might end up finding commons in those. So I will say, once you've got them, you've allowed for that deliberation together as a team, then you can now make it as a one resolution, which you then try to grow together with the review that we've given. And now following up on them, reviewing, because each person must work toward it, since everyone put the effort in having it together. So that's what I can say about that one. Yes. Is your question answered, or you have another?
Yeah, I'm not satisfied.
You're not satisfied with that one? Okay.
Just for the fact that it's it's different emotions put together, and as Tino said, someone else can react differently from failure than you, for example, and that creates an imbalance in that sense. So if, for example, oh, we planned this and it didn't work, and maybe the other person will be down for like 2 months, and you want to move on from that situation, and then you're like, oh, that's in that sense. And what do? Do you stop that resolution and
No, you can
move to something, or you wait?
No, what I'm saying is the biggest problem is that if you're in the partnership, you are planning separately. You understand? That's the problem. But if we take the resolution all together, right? You take yours, or the person take their resolution, they come with it. Okay, I think this year I was planning to do this. Even though, I'll just give an example with my wife. Even though we have common resolutions, she's got resolutions that I don't have parts in them as well. Even though we know our common resolution is to succeed as one person, but she's interested in chemistry and chemical stuff, where I don't find any interest on my side. But she wants to excel in there, or maybe discover something new. She'll be reading chemical books. I won't be reading them. But we know that we have common thing. And then if I had something to draw, let me draw it here on that. I want you to see this. You see that, right? Yeah? Yes. So we have common
common resolution there that we have. But in those common resolution, there's still a diversion of interest, but we don't forget that we are still linked there. Do you understand? So which means she's a chemical engineer, I'm a civil engineer. I might be reading journals about, project management and stuff, which she doesn't find interest in. But we know the resolution that we have as a whole is to grow our family. You see? So if I come and I find her reading a chemical book, she's not outside our thing that we have. But at the beginning of the year, what I will do is that I come with my resolution that I have. Okay, this year I want to establish a company that will produce so much. By the end of the year, I want to have maybe 10 million turnover. She said, okay, I want to establish a chemical engineering company with a turnover of 7 million, for instance. So she comes with a vision. Now, in that time, we might not spend time in the same room during the day because she's a chemical person. I'm a civil engineer guy on the other side. If it happens that on her side, okay, first, before I go there, when we are now reviewing our progress, we are using the same review on both of our things that we are doing. We are reviewing how far did you get, because we already joined at the beginning. We put everything together at the beginning of the year. So when we come and say, okay, how far did you get in your chemical stuff? Oh no, I'm doing this, but I see that, you're not reading more. You are supposed maybe to also research online. This website might be interesting. Maybe I came across this one and I might find maybe Audrey is a chemical engineer as well. While talking with him, my wife, she's busy with this and stuff. Can you put an input, So I'm also assisting her wherever I can. You understand? But if it happens, God forbid, that her plan fails, and then she stays there emotionally and stuff, we are two different people at the end of the day. Even if they call us one, we are still two different people. Her emotions are different than mine. And if you realize that your emotions are stronger to lift the one, Solomon said, two are better than one. So if your emotions are stronger, you can still help the person and say, no, please, that failure, forget it. Let's move on. Look at this review. They say expect problems on this presentation. Remember on that day. So these are the problems that they were talking about. You are not a failure. Because you find yourself to be a stronger person, you encourage the person in there. That person will also be stronger in another area. You don't know what will reach you. And that same person will also help you, in that time. So you don't stop on your resolution because of a certain situation that happened where failure is holding the person down. You see what I mean? So that is the most important part that we need to know. Remember what I said on here. You can still adjust your goals. If we saw that business, maybe it's going to lead us into bankruptcy, then I say, no, baby, I think for now, let's stop this chemical company. We can look into it next year. For now, I need your effort to join to my civil engineering company and let us grow this together instead of losing everything at once. Then she still has some expertise that she can bring in and we get to succeed. At the end of the day, it's our common success. Even if this branch is broken, but at least we are still working towards something. So to make it good, I can make arrow like that. We can shift whenever we need to adjust goals based on whatever problems that reach us. So that's what I can add on there. Yes. Are you smiling? Oh, that's great. Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, I haven't answered. Oh, sorry. That response was too long that I forgot the other one. Yes. Oh, all right. So if I will answer in the same context of weight loss, like you said. If a person is willing to lose the weight and maybe they can't give themselves fully into the workouts and something, no, I believe there should be alternative. There should be alternatives that the person can use. Actually this week, before I forget, this week I met a guy who is a coach only in the training, and then that guy that works only with the vest throughout town everywhere. And then he was like, no, I've got 2,000 people to train, because I was asking him. I said, no, what are your resolutions for the year? Then he told me, I have 2,000 people that watch me online on Instagram and stuff. Then he was like, okay, can you give me your Instagram? I say, I'm not on Instagram. That I told him. I said, how come you're not on Instagram? He said,
That's not part of what I do. So it's not my priority, Instagram for me. So then he say, yeah, I've many followers. They follow me because I do training. Then I ask him a question. I say, okay, please tell me, what can I do to lose weight without going to the gym? Because I'm a very busy person that every time I go to the gym, I feel bored. One thing he told me was so interesting. He said, even myself, I don't like going to the gym. You see, even myself, I don't like going to the gym. I force myself. But losing weight, he told me the exact same thing that Mike told me. That you can walk every day because you find, most of the time, in whatever you do, find, or how can I say it in English? God have mercy. Is my interpreter sleeping? God. Finds a place where you will have fun doing that. Do you see? So if it's something that you are doing like a father and a child, it will be difficult for you to accomplish it. If you like eating, then eat something that is healthy, even if it will help you lose weight, even if it's bitter, eat it at least, so that you don't get to have more fat to what you have. And if, for instance, you like walking for no reason, so you can just walk. I believe, like the same example I gave to Tino, who asked a question, is that the small action that you do, even if you don't get to see, you will still see the change happening. It's like going to the gym for the first time. You lift something, you have the intention, like when you start with the gym, always in front of the mirror, you look at yourself if you are changing. But day one, you want to change. But if you continue with that, even if it's a small effort that you add to 5 steps a day, I think it will still help you to reach your goals. So for me, I would say alternatives into eating, and not only eating, if there's any, I don't know this word in English, tisane amaigrissante. It's a tea or something that will help you lose weight. You can, yes, the slimming tea. Thanks so much. You can take that one. It can also help you to lose weight. You can avoid, drinking all this evil stuff, yogurts, all this kind of stuff. I think they will help you. Let me just take that off. Sorry, guys, for those who like yogurt, to just an answer to a question.
Thank you. We can give him a round of applause. It's already 12. We like just to keep my words. So the last thing that I would like to show you is this. I call it annual goals achievement map. It's a roadmap. What I believe is today is a good event. We have talked about a lot of things, and I believe that if we stop here, some of you can have some resolutions, but maybe in June you will be like, go back to the initial place and you do nothing. So what I believe is that we need to have a system that will keep you doing things every single day, right? So that's why we have created this annual goals achievement plan. But before I explain to you everything inside, I would like just to tell you also that when you have goals, like it's explained, you can expect problems, So that's why we have decided just to have a monthly event, like on different topics, or invite different kind of speakers that we can talk about. Because when you set goals, it's not just about money. It can be your relationship, it can be for your health, it can be for your mental health, it can be for so many things, right? So if you want to lose weight, for example, maybe we can one day have an event with Mike. He can come and explain to us how to count our calories, how to eat healthy, and all those things, right? If it's about self-leadership, we can call someone who's an expert in self or in leadership, can explain to us that the first step in leadership is just to have a self-leadership, how to lead yourself, right? Maybe you can have a problem with confidence. You can have a problem, maybe you don't know how to stay motivated and all of that. So that's why we will organize every single month an event on different topics, right? So at the end of the year, we'll have a big event where we're gonna celebrate our achievement altogether. We'll have a session of maybe testimony since the beginning of the year. This is exactly what I've said, and well, this is exactly what I've done, right? And then something else is that we have a WhatsApp group. In that WhatsApp group, like you said, sometimes when you want to achieve some stuff, you need maybe some time to celebrate milestone with other people or to be held accountable, right? So in that WhatsApp group, what we do is that even each month we'll be sharing some videos